Thank you, Chair, dear colleagues, dear Mr. Commissioner. Thank you for your clear statement about Ukraine and the case of Yulia Timoshenko. I have a question. However, I got the feeling that you have indicated that the entering into force of the association agreement will be linked also not only to the case of Tymoshenko but the free and fair elections to be organized this autumn. Of course, it's important. My question is rather, does it mean that you do not envisage any move before the elections in Ukraine this year? Building a democracy is a long-term process. We have, sorry. We have seen that also within the European Union, some of the Central and Eastern European countries still show ups and downs in this democratic development. What is important, however, is that the authorities understand the problems and work on them. Unfortunately, we see that the eastern neighbourhood somehow is getting less democratic in the last years, in contrast to the southern neighbourhood. There is something to be analysed there. I am not going to enter into details now, but really, on one hand, it's too much to compare Ukraine to Belarus, but it's true that not only in Ukraine, in some other countries, we see these backward steps which we have to take into account. We have to show consistency. I would like to remind you that two of the countries, members of the European Union, Bulgaria and Romania, are under special mechanism on their judiciary just because the high-level corruption and abuse of power was not tackled. Currently, two prime ministers, one of them in Romania was sentenced, the other one is under an investigation, might be fined on certain charges, which means that we should not in principle deny the fact that former prime ministers, ministers, high-level politicians has to be confronted with the justice. We should confront, however, that the country slips back into a situation of impunity as well, which would concern also the current government and current ministers. Ukraine belongs to Europe, and we should do our best to avoid its bounding to any kind of Asia-related projects. S&D Group will continue to use its relations with the Party of the Regions to mediate in this delicate situation, and again we underline we share the evaluation of the situation, and we especially underline that selective justice is not acceptable. Thank you.